Yo guys, what is up? My name is Jeracraft, and today we are finally going to be taking a look at the new Minecraft Village and Pillage update. In fact, I've spent the last couple of days experimenting with all the new and latest blocks, all in the hopes of discovering some truly epic designs. Now, I do have a long list of build tips and ideas together with some of the best creations I managed to put together, and I have to say this is by far my favorite update alongside Minecraft Aquatic. So if you guys are ready, without further ado, let's begin today's adventure. So as you guys can see from this backyard mess of blocks I've made, I have been doing a lot of testing. Luckily, I've discovered some pretty interesting combinations alongside some failures, I have to admit, like say this really comfortable chair. But without going into any particular order, starting off at number 1 on this list, we have barrels of fruit and veg. This is a great way of decorating your storage units, markets and stuff of that sort. Very easily put together using a barrel, an item frame and any kind of block you prefer. Next on the list we have this really nice looking flower pot design. This was built using the new sweet berry bush, put together using hoppers, trapdoors, and luckily iron bars sit nicely right on top of the berry bush, unlike other flowers in Minecraft. This actually inspired me to create this fancy looking lamp using the new lantern block. If you actually place an anvil alongside some hoppers, you can create a pretty decent looking street lamp to help decorate and light up your cities. You can also use the new sweet berry bush to hide them within your trees, just to make them seem like apple trees. Just another interesting way of decorating farmland with apple orchards. Now of course there are a ton of new and interesting ways of being able to light up your Minecraft world. Call me a pyromaniac, but I do believe the campfire is by far my favorite block in the history of Minecraft. Not only does it have an incredible animation, but it also opens up a new world of creative possibilities, which brings us to item number 5 on the list, the ice cold storage unit, one of my favorite new additions. Now you might think placing food on a campfire wouldn't be a possibility because eventually the food will cook and pop right off the campfire. But if you do place the food on the campfire then turn it off using a water bottle, you have yourself a new way of decorating. Now the best part is you can use this same technique to help bring some life into your kitchens. Almost like a giant food grill, the trick is to place some lit campfires right underneath to at least give us the cooking smoke effect. Of course you can always go for a much smaller design, it's really down to your preference. You can even go for an outdoor style barbecue. The only difference here is I've used slab blocks and stairs, and this time around you can actually see the fire burning. Now of course the obvious one is to use the campfire to create a chimney. I'm not going to get too much into detail with this, but I've used a smoker block which I really do like the texture of, and if you place them side by side you can cover up that front texture and create a pretty decent looking pillar or chimney. Now if loving the campfire does not make me a pyromaniac, then this probably will, because you can use campfires to make it seem like an entire village is on fire, just as if it's just been raided. You can even create forest fires, or if you've watched Game of Thrones, then you can simply Dracarys an entire city. And seeing as smoke actually passes through one block layers, you can always give lava a bit more animation. So next up we have the Archery Range. This is a really simple design using the new Fletching table, seeing as it comes with a bullseye. You can even add a Lectern right underneath as a support stand. Overall, a pretty simple but fun design to add to any survival house or medieval style project. Now I definitely had to try building a new statue design. These two statues work great for the entrance into a village or city, and the new Grindstone block actually makes for a good headpiece. They're also holding a lantern which gives off light, and of course I built the spear using bamboo. The funny thing is, it kind of looks like the spear has some sort of small banner or flag. Now some of you may have noticed that villagers now come with some sort of bell tower, so I had to try and come up with my own design. The interesting thing about this is that it kind of looks as if the rope is tied to the bell. This can easily be put together by trapping some poor old chickens right underneath your bell tower. Obviously, this design can be added on top of a church or anything of that sort. This next design is another one of my favorites. I've always wanted to have some sort of glass display case for a museum style build, and although there's technically no glass surrounding these precious goods, we can still use our imagination. This design can easily be put together using the old barrel trick and adding the new scaffolding block right on top, along with a trap door. So next up we have the loom block. Not much I could do with this one apart from the obvious wall decorating, but I did come up with a pretty interesting looking filing cabinet. I'm not much of a modern style builder, but this next one also kind of looks like an old music system. It's a bit of a stretch, I know, using the new grindstone block, but maybe you guys could come up with a better design. It's all about giving you guys some fresh ideas. Now going back to the smoker block, you can now finally make a decent looking toilet. Just note I've used slab blocks for the floor, but I really do love this design even though it's just a simple looking toilet. I've also taken some time into transforming an old mine entrance I built a while back, just to make use of some of the new 1.14 Minecraft blocks. The Campfire surprisingly makes for a decent looking mine track, but I'm pretty sure there are hundreds and hundreds of designs waiting to be discovered, all thanks to this new Minecraft update. This is only just a few of some of the things I could come up with, but hopefully this video sparked your imagination, and I'm hoping you guys subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. This is Jeracraft, over and out.